The man who predicted UFOs. You hear it on the news and the internet today that because the Mayan calendar ends in December, life will come to an end. Or perhaps life as we know it will change. And then there's Nibiru and Planet X, a calamity happening in space that will be so bad that it will end life on Earth, or at least make it difficult to live. And then there's the comet Elenin that will enter our solar system near Earth in late October or September. Doomsayers say Elenin will endanger Earth. The hysteria is slowly growing. What it all adds up to is that the doomsayers and end-of-earthers are having a field day this year. And past times, this has led to people hurting themselves and others. And then there are those who take advantage of the fearful. We saw it during the millennium. Everything from hand-cranked radios to lights were sold. Survival kits with food that lasted 5 years on the shelf were popular. There was an increase of sales of guns. Randy HOYLE saw it, and he could hear it in the voices of a friend, Don. Every time a disaster film like Knowing would come out, Randy's friend would start talking about terrible things that would happen. It was like he couldn't be happy unless the world was coming to an end. Randy wanted to do something about it, so he started a video blog on YouTube. He called it Year 3045. Randy told news of the future, 1,000 years from now. It was important because Randy wanted to portray a world of the future where life still existed on Earth. He wanted to contradict the doomsayers. Randy showed a world where business, science, and technology flourished, with towers 6 miles high and nanobots working to serve woman and man. It was a world of hovering cars and houses, castles in the sky. Randy also had a message in his videos. Near the end of every video, he told his viewers to work to turn their dreams into reality. He told them to fight and work to make their future real. He also gave them a blessing: may you always have the freedom to choose the path of reason. Randy had viewers, but he wanted to get his message to a larger audience. He noticed that when he mentioned UFOs in his videos, he seemed to get more viewers. He did some research and discovered that UFOs were one of the most looked at subjects on YouTube. Randy decided to incorporate UFOs into his videos. Randy didn't claim to know what UFOs were, but he noticed that UFOs created imagination and curiosity in people. Randy believed that led to creativity, and creativity led to invention. This, Randy believed, was important to the survival of the human race. Randy started giving a UFO report at the beginning of his videos. He also made UFO predictions. He didn't want to just guess at when they would appear. He researched the histories of the appearance of UFOs as posted on YouTube. Randy noticed that for some reason, UFOs were more prevalent during around holidays. After some thought, Randy decided that most likely for this was because on holidays people had more free time. There were more people outside doing things during those periods of time. People could relax and take time to look at the world around them. Using that information, Randy made predictions for when he believed UFOs would appear. He currently predicted UFOs for winter solstice. He correctly predicted UFOs for winter solstice, Christmas Eve, and Christmas Day of 2011. He also correctly predicted UFOs for New Year's Eve and New Year's Day of 2012. In his videos, Randy made it clear that he was not a psychic, that he had made his predictions based on calculated data. He then made a prediction for Brazil during the 47 days of Carnival before Easter. So far, 2 UFOs have appeared. See Spaceball Crashes UFO Brazil 2012 on YouTube, and UFO dropping light balls over Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, March 11, 2012. Randy also made predictions for July 3rd, 4th, and 5th of 2012 in the United States. When Randy started using UFOs in his videos, his viewers in some cases tripled. That meant more people hearing the message in his videos. Randy wanted more people to hear his message. Randy knew that with ads in the right places he could draw more viewers to his videos. But he was disabled and he lived on a budget. Randy couldn't afford advertising, so he decided to contact some local news media, newspapers, TV, and etc. Randy was told that at the very most what he was doing was only tabloid news. He was told that there wasn't a market or interest about a video blog about UFOs and prognostication. However, one newspaper did run an article about Randy and his project. It was the Shelby Shopper. The only owner of the shopper, Greg Lefford, liked Randy and his work and befriended him. Now, Randy still makes his videos and posts them on YouTube. When people find them, they can still hear him say, "Hello, this is Randy Hoyle with news from the year 3045. They can also hear the message to work to turn their dreams into reality and to fight and work to make their futures real." Please note that the photo was provided by the Shelby Shopper and Greg Lefford, whom we want to thank very much. Have a great day.